All right, it's done. Final reveal. Let's take a look. This is a building that the Fargo National Cemetery's Fargo Memorial Honor Guard raised a bunch of money to build this building. And the architect provided a 3D print, and then I got to make some details for it. And so here it is, all done. What happens to this now is that it goes on display at some places, probably some of our veteran service clubs, things like that, so people can look at it. Now it doesn't have a full interior, but it's got some stuff. It's got some cool stuff. So let's take a look at it. So I finally put in the sunroof, and I don't know, can we see inside there? Ooh, we should be able to see inside there. I got a flashlight inside there, and if I can get it in the right place. Okay, so check it out. I put the sunroof on. It looks into the sunroof is in the part that's a kind of a museum, and oh, look what we got there. Is that? Yes, it is. There's an American flag hanging on the wall. Oh, who knew? Okay, I just lit that up with the flashlight on the inside. You guys can see. It's hanging on the wall inside. There's glass in that window. Okay, so then get down here and we take a look. Okay, now this is supposed to be a garage door. It's not big enough in this model to be a garage door, but in theory, the hearse would go in and then unload inside because it is so cold out there. You can't even imagine how cold it gets out there. So all we did here was we made some frames and stuff, and where that flag is, there's supposed to be some doors here, probably double doors, so that the hearse is in here, unloads, and then you take the casket or the remains, and you take them down the hall into the big room. Okay, so then I got a flashlight in there. Then we got these other rooms. There's a window right there. We did some frames on. I like the way that one turned out. It was kind of tricky, so it doesn't go in. So it's secret. It doesn't go end to end. But because there's an overhang over it, it's okay. What I had to do that to get this thing to curve and stay. So there's just a tiny one on the other side too. And I tried everything I could, but there was nothing I could do to get it to stay. It just wouldn't bend that right. With it's the glass that doesn't want to bend. I can make the frame thinner, but the glass doesn't want to bend. Okay, then there's some rooms in here. Stuff. One is a kitchen, storage room, a couple of bathrooms, an entryway. I don't know if this is going to be coats or what, something like that. And then right here is that part. This is the museum part. So I put the honor guard symbol up. We got a POW flag in that, and then we got an American flag hanging vertically the correct way. So, for those of you that don't know, when you hang a flag vertically, the blue field should be, as you look at it, should be to your left. And then in the main room, look at that carpet. This is the carpet that goes in here, and just so happens I have this carpet down here in the shop. These are carpet squares. Now these are bigger than the ones I have, but I had that, and what I did to make this was I took two different pieces of the carpet square that go together according to the architect's rendering, and then I photographed them, and then I saved them one way, then I rotated them 90 degrees and saved them another way, then I made this big old checkerboard and printed it out. And there's that room. It's got these big windows and stuff, and these wooden beams here. And then the room looks like that. And there's so this is where I think is where the casket gets displayed. And then I think there's chairs and stuff in here. And that's kind of how that goes. And then I put this here. I needed something on that wall, and I've had this picture that has been used for a couple of things that I did for the VFW one time. And this is a World War I doughboy. Nice picture. I don't know what's really going to be on that wall, but I put that in there so you could see something through the window. And I really like that picture anyways. It's good. It's I don't know if it'd be floor to ceiling or what. I don't know what goes there. Whatever it is, I put that in there just so you could look at it. And there it is. Okay, now on the roofs. So, what I did with the roofs, as you know, we used because I know these roofs are supposed to be this dark brown color. As you can see the sheen? You know what that is. That's brushed on graphite. Now, the underside of the eaves it's a wood color that has been stained, and it looks to me kind of orange. It probably is not going to be this orange, but I made this orange so that the little bit, if you were able to see under there, it would kind of look like it's got that wood underside. And then what I did is, remember, I put these registration pieces on here so that it would fit just like that. And then the top has the same thing with sunroof, has registration marks. This one's kind of tricky. Let's see, you have to come in like this, hit it, go back and forth as you drop it down, and there's some on the back too. Drop it down, and there it is. Okay, all done. Final reveal, done deal. And yeah, it turned out nice. And that big roof is supposed to be blue, which also has a little sheen of graphite so that it shines a little bit. And then, I'll tell you what, here are the window frames that did not work. There's a pile of window frames that didn't work. All right. So there it is. Final reveal. Wrap that up and get it packed up for them guys to use. Mission accomplished.